Hello, bit of a sweaty-eyed skyrocket today. Sorry, I've got a lot going on at the moment. I realised that today is the 20th anniversary of Rover MG closing their doors forever, and I made a video a long time ago, 2022, of the last day that I had my amazing shitbox Mavis. I was just watching it back, because I'm obviously planning on uploading it now, and yeah, I really miss that car. I really miss that car. I know it's silly, I know it's only a car, but that's why I do what I do, because I care about cars, and it's never sat right with me that I couldn't put that thing back on the road. Yeah, we went everywhere together, and just a good friend. So, at the mercy of being a bit of a wimp on the internet, I feel it's the right time now to pay tribute to Mavis, the best car I've ever owned. What a bargain. Talk about smiles per gallon. I've still got the dash insert around here somewhere. let me find it. Here it is. So that's all the places that Mavis had been, and it started out with a couple of stickers from back in the 90s when I got the car, and we just sort of added to it as we went on holiday and things, and I couldn't stand to see that go. Sorry I'm not my usual chipper self. This isn't a pattern emerging, don't worry. Just things going on behind the scenes, and it's a lot, so it's nice to look back and remember stuff like a car that just never ever let you down. No matter how badly you treated it or how little money you had, you just had to run it with no oil in because you needed to get to work to buy the oil to do the oil change, you know what I mean? Like, just fucking thing just never let me down. So rest in peace Mavis, and rest in peace MG Rover. 20 years today. Thanks for making some great cars, guys. Some of us remember, even if everyone else is too busy listening to Top Gear. Well, here's a video I never wanted to make. I am finally having to give up on Mavis. F in the chat, boys. Devastated. $275,000 miles of pure bargain. I'll stand by that till the day I die. Words, best car I've ever owned, without a shadow of a doubt. I'm gonna miss you, Mavis. There's the engine that put the miles on. I wanted to make a bit of a longer video, but I only just got a chance to put the back seat back in before ASM got in touch. Can't thank this car enough. The stuff I wouldn't have been able to do without that car. £99 in 2016, it's now 2022. £99. It had 225,000 miles on it, so I put 50,000 miles on it. It did 6,000 miles with a blown head gasket and never ever broke down at the side of the road with it. I finally decided to do the head gasket when it was time to do the cam belt, and it's been perfect since. I've converted it into a van. We've taken it all over the country on holiday, and it's still sat for a year. It's been on a battery charger. I've done nothing else to it, and it just fired up like that. The immobiliser threw a temper tantrum because of low battery voltage, but me and Adam got that sorted, and apart from that, it just started, and Adam drove it home. But unfortunately, it's just too much rust. This car is one of my best friends, and I know that sounds really stupid. I have been everywhere in this thing. I've used it as a van, knocked over paint in it, filled it with tools, plasterboard, the lot, and it just kept going. I had my first accident in it, only a little bump at a couple of miles an hour, but I'm sure some of you are going to take the piss. I don't really care. 275,997 miles. Absolute bargain. And I really am going to miss you. Open up Rover World, the original Hartwell sticker, BTO, bird watching, that was a Caravan Park sticker, Caravan Club, Ludlow Castle and Stafford Castle. Been everywhere. I know some people might say it's only a car, but I can't thank this car enough. The amount of stuff I wouldn't have been able to do without this car. And it still does this. Every single day it did that for me. Oh, I'm getting a bit emotional. Yeah, so Rovers are good cars. I've gotten every last mile out of this car. Fucking memories, man. That's from brand new 10 litre tub of emulsion went over in the back seat a couple of weeks before we went on holiday. Just gonna miss it so much. How's it going?
Shut up, idiot. I'm not crying, you're crying. Right. I've cut the outro out because it's no longer relevant. I was chatting about having designs on starting a company where I work on classic cars for a living. Go figure. Anyway, apologies for the emotional tone of this video, but cars are important. They carry all of our stories with them, all of our memories with them, and it's really sad to see one die, especially one that you've had a first-hand account of all of its stories. So to give you some perspective, I know 275,000 miles doesn't seem like much. That car had 15 owners before I got it. It had never been looked after. The whole time it was on this planet, it was just treated like shit the entire time. And I genuinely had designs one day of fully restoring that car and having a brand new immaculate 500,000 mile Rover that nobody cared about. I really did. And I'm sorry that never came to fruition, but best laid plans of mice and men and all that. Either way, Rover were awesome. Rover were awesome, MG were awesome. In their latter years, they built some of the best cars that they've ever built. Yes, alright, we had the City Rover, which was just a rebadge, blah, blah, yeah, okay, fine, cool. Put the top gear down for 2 seconds. Rover were brilliant. They weren't rebadged Hondas, they designed them in tandem with Honda. Honda learnt as much from Rover as Rover learnt from Honda. And yeah, okay, you've got the Sterling situation in the US. In context, in a country where they actually had aftermarket support, Rover did very, very well. And I commend them for that.
because they had no money to do any of this. Rover were brassic most of the time, through whatever politics you want to put on it. I don't do politics on this channel, I just don't. But Rover really tried, and they had very little to try with, and they still... That's enough of that. Rover had basically nothing to keep the ship afloat with, and they managed it, and they made some really good cars. So, okay, here's one for you. MG Rover were brilliant, and fuck you if you disagree. I'll see you on the next video.